you're gonna get shredded down.
He's gonna run you down. I think even OP has came up with solutions. The last 2 picks clearly to answer what Falcons want to be. Even mid-side, that's the first blood on the Prince.
First blood, Team Falcons. I guess this is what I was saying earlier. My idea of Falcons trying to bring the fight to ONIC Philippines is you gotta play with fire. You gotta try to outmuscle your opponents. And sometimes just getting picks like this, these cheesy ones, even though I said maybe you can't really cheese ONIC Philippines because they should know what you're doing, I think they're doing a pretty good job. But also, lack of respect from Prince there early on, just going up against Kalea Loyi.
Yeah, I thought maybe Ogwen cheesed it by taking the title strike, but didn't do that.
No, King Kong level 4 already. Wants to go in, perhaps Sacred Beast form. Gonna be ready here as he gets the full rage on him. Ogwen gets out, just a successful invade. And I guess one thing we can talk about here is Fredrin being pretty bad at clearing the jungle.
Yeah, compared to the Lucas. And that hasn't even taken into consideration that when these team fights break out, you've got so many AoEs to deal with.
They're really good at fighting though. Appraiser's Wrath not landing. Good flicker out from Brusco. But just like that. Oh, in the bottom lane, Kelra doing a good job. Ogwen taking real low. Kelra holding this wave now, just freezing it up against this Wang Wang.
Doesn't feel good for Ogwen. I thought he would recall, but he didn't. Topside, they want to invade King Kong once more. But this time, Kirk able to protect his jungler. King Kong finally gets a safer clear. It's going to be down to 50% health as Kautiti starts to turtle.
That's the advantage of the Fredrin. If you don't do too well when it comes to clearing, holding out neutral objectives is great. Kirk walking up already. Flapteezy going to join in the fray as well as Ogwen goes over to lockdown, and that's the Appraiser's Wrath. Big bong on the Kirk. King Kong still on it. Good shove from Brusco.
Yeah, Brusco is going to keep them all away and allow ONIC PH at least to get the turtle for themselves. They had to trade 2 people for it though. Kirk and Brusco both going down. Falcons willingly taking that trade.
So is that worth it? I think it's worth it for Falcons. 3-0! Yin Yang reaction from Few. Super Prince low. Ogwen needs one more shot. Needs to peel for Few as King Kong dives in.
And King Kong wants to look for the kill, but Few will get the shield in the end. Falcons once more with the punish mid-side.
Whew. Action all across the board, but the Falcons have been the ones flying high in the sky as ONIC Philippines are trapped, grounded.
And this is going to open up the jungle for Falcons once more, which goes back to the point you said, right? Fredrin might not be fastest in the clear, but in this scenario, Kautiti feels incredibly comfortable with Ogwen controlling bushes, which is Kalea's strong suit, and Super Friends not being able to get out of the mid lane. Falcons also makes life for Super Marco so much easier bot side.
1,500 gold now, and this is also the hero that, got King Kong a lot of criticism. When he went for the Lucas pick in MPL Philippines, that was the pick that ended up with them losing. It's not the natural King Kong, super fast clear, super fast rotations on the map. He's much more one-dimensional, right? You go for neutral objectives, you get it, you win, you snowball, you win. But if you don't, Lucas no good.
Yeah, it's like, I want something like a Suyo Joy, right? I get to fight at level 3-4. A Hayabusa works as well, but if it's a Suyo or Hanzo, even Hanzo to King Kong, he did mention it's a very weird hero to play, right? You don't really get to go fast like the Suyo. Doesn't play into what the King Kong DNA.
You just gotta go in. That's what you do on the Hanzo, right? And I think that's pretty similar again for the Lucas. You just gotta go in, and then you rely on your team to follow up. You're not really a hero that can make a lot of outplays. It's kind of like an alpha? It's an alpha.
It's an alpha with a bit more crowd control, but the conditions are the same. You need to have War X stacks, you need to be constantly fighting.
And the collab skin coming. He's a main character, y'all. Kautiti on the turtle. Brusco holding it out as well. Ogwen walking up, getting the passive Tsunami Slam, locking him down as well, but he gets the implosion! And the flicker in the back! Crossbow attack down from Super Marco. Brusco taken down! Turtle also out as Brusco won't be able to survive. Kautiti was the one to win out that retry battle, and now they continue the chase on Prince.
So at the end of the day, it's the roamer for a mid laner. Team Falcons still walk away with a bit of a plus just because they got the objective, but that's the caveat that we are going to experience more and more as the game progresses. ONIC PH, they have big wombo combos. You let Brusco get an implosion off, you let King Kong hit the backline, and suddenly this whole Falcon Deathball comp falls apart. You want to stick together, but you don't want to be vacuumed in by a big Brusco Tigreal ult.
And now it's an even bigger problem for ONIC Philippines. That implosion looked so good. We completely forgot Mr. Marco, man, was inspiring on that crossbow with Tang, right? He was dealing so much damage. And Kyle, this is the thing about the Fredrin. If you're able to match up against your opponent, if you're not too far behind, red tree battles will always go your way. You have a big, stab before you go for the red tree. And for the longest time, that's been how, junglers just win out red trees, steal objectives.
Even for OP, another challenge they might face is who is going to eat the crossbow Tang. There's only two people who wants to do that, or it has no choice but to do it, Kirk and Brusco. But Brusco is going to be busy trying to get a combo off. Kirk, he has to somehow disrupt Falcons. So whoever Marco catches, if it's not the front line, they are all going to get shredded.
Taking a look at it again. Now backing up Kelra in the bottom lane, Brusco will be able to get him some space. The fact that Super Marco is a level ahead of a Granger, Kelra, not any Granger, and is steadily, I mean, that's a pretty good lead to have on the 1-1. Corrosion side already on the way to the DHS, a turret down below. Man, so much tempo for the Falcons.
And Kautiti solved the resistance problem for at least the next 5 minutes, right? Dreadnought armor into a Garden helmet. Good luck trying to take him down with Kelra and King Kong in the near future. They're not going to have enough damage for now. Super Prince on the Valentina isn't exactly the most bursty mage either.
Turtle. This time, Turtle number 3, final Turtle of the game. That's a diversion into the back. Brusco will be the one sent to take it. Super Marco in the bush. Brusco, he can go for a big implosion. But Super Marco has a free Purify. Kaltizi walks out. Flat TZ to be zoned away, but he's able to get away. Ogwin. Tsunami slam over to King Kong. Locking him down. Implosion into the back. Cancel out instantly as Kaltizi now walks in forward. Yeah, reaction from View. The front to back is beautiful for Team Falcons.
That implosion needs to catch View somehow, because if View is in the fight, then ONIC PH gets the taste of their own medicine from that duality and now diversion to try and catch Kelra, who will escape, but purple buff is gone, dude.
The turtle is gone, 3 members are gone, and the purple, will follow. As a young man from the Philippines will say, Mr. Daniel, that's Grand Theft Purple.
Yes, Grand Theft Purple. Falcons now amassing a 4K gold lead. It's a 2K spike just off of one team fight at the Turtle Pit. 7.5 minutes in. ONIC PH, they are going to lose both side lanes tier 1, and so far Falcons structures have not been touched.
And we gotta talk about this. This is the glaring problem now for ONIC Philippines. Their composition is not made for the late game. Lucas Valentina? Yeah, I think Falcons will have a better time as we get to scale up. My question is, have they already outscaled ONIC Philippines? Because, Ogwen, able to find him again, Tsunami Slam! Brusco able to get out with the help of his team, but still it's a free turret over to the Falcons.
You know what, Brusco got help from Flap TZ of all people. The current call actually cancelled out the Tsunami Slam, but diversion play!
Oh, King Kong shredded down by Flap TZ! Orange buff taken, TZ wants to go for the lockdown on it. Kirk will be able to get the taunt down, and a big bonk. Actually, just it's an average bonk.
Yeah, it's not as big as you want, but they did get the big back King Kong, and bot tier 2 will also go down. Flap TZ easily gets away. I think that was Grand Theft Orange. Kyle TZ got the buff from ONIC PH. Another 2K injection for Team Falcons. 20 seconds for the Lord Spawn.
At this point, Team Falcons, they're playing Grand Theft HP bars. Really? When a CC can burst your mage like that, brother Super Friends, every time he walks up, he has to recall again.
I think Falcons can basically pillage whatever they want. Just to answer your question earlier on, have Falcons outscale ONIC PH? I think for the next 6 to 8 minutes, yes. ONIC PH, if you want to get that late game, Kelra has to get full items, get enough stack, and then you pray for a big Brusco combo to end it off. Because if not, Falcons are always going to win these fights.
Oh, you can see it again. Tsunami Slam coming down onto Kirk, bringing him back as well. Flap able to go for the Purify outside. There's Kelra and King Kong still waiting there. Kyle TZ in a 50-50 against King Kong now. A big fight again. Implosion. Kyle TZ wins out the red tree. Now they dive in the back.
Yeah, in the back, like completely separated from the front. They needed Brusco and Kirk, but both of them absent. Falcons will get a triple for Super Marco.
Oh, the cancel as well up top. Kelra not able. Diversion play. 3-man gang on Kelra. It's a full dive. He's still able to escape. Good read with the Death Sonata too, but it's just 2 members with a respawning Kirk to deal with 3 waves coming down their way.
I wonder if we have a replay for the Lord fight because it was it was crystal clear for Falcons' game plan. They saw ONIC PH frontline run in and they immediately cut through to the back. And now this Lord is gonna slam the tower. Another fight.
Another Tsunami Slam, bringing him back all the way for the crossbow attack to be used up now. Translated over to Kirk. Very low, taunted up, locked down for FlapTZ to shred him down. Base turret down below, taken out.
And King Kong is not gonna do much. They steal a Tsunami Slam underneath the crystal.
FlapTZ goes in again, curtain call! That Super Fritz taken out! Kelra clearing the waves, 4v1 now.
Briscoe will be back in 5 seconds. Kara, he can hold on, but how long?
Let's see, another dive on Kelra. That's the slam dunk onto him. 10 minutes, Team Falcons.